on this car. Bitch, y'all don't even have a car. I ain't got no license. I be driving this around. I bought this car. Y'all saying I rent my cars? Hell no, I don't rent my car. If I rented my car, do you think I'll be doing this?
Why would you live in your car?
Get your money up before you start hating on me, bitch. Lil Tay rich and finna get richer.
Show your face. Show your face, please. With sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright? We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, first and foremost, rest in peace to social media star Lil Tay, who was most known for her outlandish, boisterous behavior, arrogant, all on social media back in 2018.
I already know what it is. Lil Tay just got a brand new Jaguar. This car cost me $130,000. Of the century, and I'm only 9 years old.
Now, Lil Tay was also a rapper who would show off high-end luxury vehicles, stacks of cash, and jewelry, all while boasting about how much money she has at such a young age. When Lil Tay hit the social media scene, she was only 9 years old, which made her that more interesting, being of Asian descent and speaking how she was speaking. People began to wonder where were her parents and who were her parents. Claire Hope, aka Lil Tay, was a daughter of Christopher Hope, her father, and her mother, Angela Tien. Things got rocky between both parents due to Lil Tay's behavior online, which sparked a custody battle between the two, in which we would get back into later. Now, prior to Lil Tay's death, her life wasn't so great, as she wished not to talk about certain things with her father during interviews, and the allegations of her being controlled by her older brother, Jason Tien, to put out the content she was putting out.
Lil Tay be popping on YouTube right now.
Redo. You need to be like more ignorant. You have to be like, ooh, Lil Tay.
Now, it was once suspected that Lil Tay didn't want to keep up with the arrogant persona any longer, but she was being taken advantage of by her brother to keep up the image for money. People said her mother too. Lil Tay would disappear on social media back in 2018, and although everybody was wondering how she was doing, unfortunately, we found out today, Wednesday, August 9th, 2023, that she passed away during a quote-unquote jet ski accident. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I say quote-unquote, because although it wasn't confirmed that that's what it was, people began putting two and two together and starting putting pieces together with another situation, and I'm gonna get into that. Now, the unfortunate news was broken to us from someone handling Lil Tay's Instagram account, who also slipped in an announcement of her brother's death as well, which means that both her and her brother are now deceased. So first, I'm going to read the message that was published amongst Lil Tay's 3.4 million followers on Instagram, and then I'd like to get into the article that made sources believe it was Lil Tay involved in the jet ski accident. Now, someone posted a message to Lil Tay's account saying, quote, "It is with a heavy heart that we share the devastating news of our beloved Claire's sudden and tragic passing. We have no words to express the unbearable loss and indescribable pain. This outcome was entirely unexpected and has left us all in shock. Her brother's passing adds an even more unimaginable depth to our grief. During this time of immense sorrow, we kindly ask for privacy as we grieve this overwhelming loss, as the circumstances surrounding Claire and her brother's passing are still under investigation. Claire will forever remain in our hearts, her absence leaving an irreplaceable void that will be felt by all who knew and loved her." Now, I'm gonna get back to this, right? But peep how they just slipped the fact that her brother lost his life too, you know, out of nowhere, and they didn't specify what happened to him. No, nothing. They just threw it out there. Then on top of that, they didn't give us any type of hint or nothing as to what happened to Lil Tay. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they said that this message was actually put out there by her manager. You know, not her mother, not her father, not her brother or anybody. It was her manager. I can't put my hand on it, y'all, but something doesn't sound right. And when something don't sound right or is confusion, that usually means that something's going on behind the scenes, according to me. That's how I put it. I always tell y'all that the devil is a master of confusion. The truth is one way and it don't feel any weird way or nothing. The truth is just the truth, right? Now, the fact that they even felt the need to incorporate the brother's death in there when they're announcing Lil Tay's death as well and not leave any type of details or nothing, that sounds a bit strange, right? That's the first red flag. That's all I'm saying. Now, here's why people are suspecting that Lil Tay lost her life during a jet ski accident, because if you go to an article in a Canadian media platform called Calgary Herald, there's an article about an Alberta teen dying during the jet ski accident, right? It says 4 youths were seriously injured when 2 jet skis collided in the middle of the lake. 1 died from her injuries. Now, people, they said 1 died from her injuries, and they're saying that it was a teen, you know, in a jet ski accident. Then when you get into the article, it says, quote, a 14-year-old girl from Alberta has died in the hospital after a jet ski accident earlier this month on Sky High Lake in Penticton. So the first sign is that they mentioned she was 14 years old, and although they didn't specify her name, and I'm assuming that's because of her age, because you know when you're a certain age, they can't release your information in the media. Just like the rest of the news media stations, they said she was 14 as well. Then they say that all of this took place in Sky High Lake, which is located in British Columbia. The article says that the teen girl was from Alberta, Canada, which is bordered west of British Columbia. And we know that Lil Tay grew up in the Vancouver area of British Columbia as well. So although they didn't tell us what happened to Lil Tay as of yet, because they say that investigations are pending, fans are piecing the puzzle together as to, you know, the teen being Lil Tay, right? And I'm not sure if that's 100% what happened to Lil Tay, but all the arrows are certainly pointing in that direction, right? Now, if you're like me, right now you're thinking that something isn't adding up, right? 2 children that just suddenly passed away out of nowhere. No details, no nothing. And then they say they're investigating. If the deaths were normal, you know, what is there to really investigate unless there's more to the story? You know, is it that deep that they can't give us any details while investigating for whatever reason? You know, we don't know. Right now, all we have is questions like everyone else. Like I said, something just isn't adding up. Like I stated earlier about Lil Tay's parents, they were in a custody battle for Lil Tay at one point in time because her father didn't agree with the social media stunts, but her mother seemed cool with it because it was generating money. People would say that it's her mother who was exploiting Lil Tay to do what she's doing online for profit. But Lil Tay, known as the quote, youngest flexer, told Good Morning America's Juju Chang back in 2018 in an interview, quote, no one's forcing me to do this and my mother is not exploiting me. This is my decision. I'm happy with what I'm doing.
No one's forcing me to do this. That's not true that she wants to make money off of me.
All right, and let's be real. A little kid that's getting that much exposure and attention, I'm sure that she's probably happy with what she's doing, as she quote unquote says. But at times she would have a meltdown like the videos we've seen of, you know, her being coerced to say certain things, and that's what we're going to get into. Now, Tay will face some adversities as any public figure would, as she would be called out for using the N-word back in 2018 for a video that she did back in 2017. Then she was called out for being a fake flexer after she was called out flexing in houses that her mother would try to sell, being that she was a real estate agent, right? Then in a docu-series called Life with Lil Tay on Zeus Network that they kind of, you know, casted her for because she was a big thing. Even though it was short-lived, many believe that she was being coached by not only her mother, but by her own brother Jason Teen to keep up with social media skits and the arrogance that she was putting out there, and fans believe that she was being taken advantage.
It cost me $10,000 and
I said stop saying 10,000, 2,000, 3,000, 2,500.
Okay.
Doesn't make any sense. 10,000. Your auntie, Lil Tay.
Now, during an interview with Daily Beast a few years ago when Lil Tay was in the middle of a custody battle between her parents, Lil Tay would tell him, quote, "Right now, I'm in a bad situation and I don't want to talk about these things. My dad has filed something to the court and the court ordered us to go back here and he said that I was in danger and stuff. He was threatening to arrest, to have my mother arrested if we didn't go back. I didn't see him for multiple years." Now, that was a video captured by Lil Tay's brother Jason of her crying because of a court order that was issued to her mother. If you was trying to catch the caption of the video and was wondering what they were saying, the caption said, quote, "This was the moment in 2018 my mom showed Tay the court order from her abusive father demanding custody, money, and control over her career. Starting Monday, she will be fighting for her life in the Supreme Court of Canada. Tay has no money left to pay lawyers for fighting for her freedom. Her father has stolen everything from her. She has been physically and mentally abused by her father and his current wife. Please visit the link in bio for the full story and a GoFundMe and donate and share. Your donation will go towards Tay's legal fees, giving her a fighting chance at freedom in court. You are Tay's last hope in saving her from a life of abuse." Right? Now, I'm assuming Tay went back to Canada due to the custody battle because she stated that she had to quote unquote go back or her mother would be arrested due to something that her father has filed with the courts. But I could imagine the tension between her and her father if she really didn't want to go there, and be back there and was forced to Canada against her own will, knowing she can't do what she was doing when she moved to Los Angeles. So it seemed like Tay didn't have the best relationship with her dad, and in fact, she didn't even want to be with him, although he wanted her to stop the social media flexing and return to Canada. So when it comes to her death, when it comes to the brother's death, who knows what happened? Who knows why it became so sudden? But we do know that something is going on and is being investigated. So as they update us, we will update you guys. But like I said, I do find it kind of funny that we didn't really hear from her for years. And then out the blue, it's just a big thing that she lost her life. And then we don't have no real details to back it up as to what happened to her or her brother. And then the fact that they tried to slip it in there like it was just nothing, that's kind of crazy to me too. So like I said, man, we shall see. I got to do more research because I want to do a part 2 and just focus on her father and who he actually is, and where the abuse part comes in. Like why they was calling him abusive, like what transpired. So if y'all want us to do a part 2 and do further research, let us know in the comments. And the reason why I say that is because some people are, they have certain levels or certain positions to where they could get away with certain things. And this just may be, the issue here with Lil Tay. We never heard nothing about her father. However, they did say, did give him some type of accusations when it came to being abusive. And whenever there's smoke, usually there's fire. So that's something that we got to look into. As they give us a story as to what happened, we will bring it to you guys and update y'all, and we will talk about it then. As for right now, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.
You don't need to ask dumb questions. Can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Why your mama make you so ugly?